United Airlines Chief Executive Officer Scott Kirby was somewhat recently spotted flying on an American Airlines flight, raising the question of why the CEO wouldn't fly his own airline. Kirby was once the president of American, and although he left the company a decade ago, is said to still have access to lifetime privileges with the One World carrier, which includes free personal travel. So why might the United chief have been on a competitor's airline? Was he hoping to fly under the radar, so to speak? We take a look for today's video. With the news coming from the website View from the Wing, it was reported on May 9th that Kirby was on an American Airlines flight to Dallas-Fort Worth International, or DFW, where he is from. A flight attendant took to social media with a selfie, noting how pleasant he was to have on his personal trip home to Dallas. And so, based on this post alone, it's clear that Kirby had no issue with his presence on the flight being made public. Again, for those unaware, Kirby doesn't just oversee one of American's key rivals, he actually worked for the airline and was at one point seen as the carrier's next CEO, the replacement to Doug Parker. However, the airline went in another direction and Kirby left American in 2016 after he was let go. Kirby has more recently been at the center of United's beef with American. The ongoing turf war between the two carriers at Chicago O'Hare has been elevated this year as United has aimed to de-hub American in the Windy City. Conversely, reports surfaced that Kirby had been mulling a potential merger between the two carriers to create the undisputed largest airline in the world, but American subsequently dismissed any discussions involving an acquisition. So why was Kirby on the American Airlines flight instead of United? Well, we don't know for sure, but it could very well be a matter of convenience and a flight that was well timed. The unlimited reserved travel in any class of service, along with his home being in Dallas, one of American's largest hubs, gives him good reason to fly with an airline that's not United. However, he was said to have flown from San Francisco International, and both United and American, and Frontier, offer direct non-stop service between the two cities. However, flying for free on a competitor and knowing it could potentially make the news sounds like a fun way to travel as well. It's quite the power move when you think about it, since he occupies a competitor's flight while freeing up a seat on his own airline, all at no cost to Kirby. And while you would hope that a CEO is fully loyal to the airline they're leading, it also makes a good deal of sense for airline management to experience what it's like to fly with competitors from time to time. But, well, we're probably overthinking all this, and, well, it's no big deal. However, it's always fun to see these random instances and speculate on what's going on. So, what do you make of United CEO flying with American Airlines? Let us know by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.